So I hear that lots of people are searching and they want to start selling on Amazon. Well, you're in for a treat because I've been doing this for a while and I have decided to share my process, my learning with you guys. I have written a business plan and I want to share it with you guys today in this video. Before I start though, let me just make one thing crystal clear. If you're thinking that you will become an Amazon millionaire just like this, then this is not the video for you. I'm not your person. Sorry, it just doesn't work this way. Those of you who are not clicking out, have decided to stay, thank you. Let me just explain what is an Amazon millionaire. They are made over time, just like it takes work to make six packs. It takes hard work, it takes discipline, it takes lots of time to actually achieve those results. You can fake them, but it's not the real thing. It won't feel real. So I'm talking the real deal here today. If you want to know how it actually works and what's the winning formula, then you want to watch the full video and stay till the end as I talk you through it. Let's start. Hey guys, I'm Farah. We talk about building business on Amazon on this channel. If you're interested in that, then please do subscribe. As I was saying, I have a plan for you guys, a business plan at that with no BS. This is how I've done it. This is how I have seen people who are also Amazon sellers, my acquaintances, they've done it. All the steps that I've written down in this plan and everything that I'm talking about is what I have used to launch another brand during lockdown this year, and it's profitable. You can download this document, link is in the description below. Read it as many times as you need to as you become familiar with the concepts that I'm talking about. This is how I run my business. These are the decisions I make on a daily basis, and about products and everything related to my Amazon business. So Amazon is a product platform. So what is your product idea? It all starts from there. We need some fresh thinking, fresh approach to that. That's what you want to think about first. What is your product idea? These are the 5 steps you need to take. It's sort of a rinse and repeat cycle. You can bring your idea, your product idea to life and start selling on Amazon. And with any product idea, this is how it goes. You find a product idea that's high in demand on Amazon. So you might have a product idea, but you need to validate it. You need to make sure that, that product idea somehow in some form exists on Amazon. There is demand for it. And then you need to see what's your competition, how many sellers are selling it, whether Amazon is selling it, and all the rest of it. You need to figure out and establish that there is demand for that product on Amazon. The second step is you fulfill that demand. You create that product. You bring that idea to life. You stay on page 1 in search. Now, what I mean by that is you need to know what keywords people are searching for, because Amazon runs through search. It's a search engine with a huge catalog at the back end of it. So you need to know what keywords are relevant to your product, and then try to stay on page 1 for that keyword through advertising. Then keep your product in stock. Don't go out of stock. It's simple. As soon as you go out of stock, you will be dropped in sales rank. Your listing will disappear from Amazon, and what will happen is once you're out of the sales rank, somebody else will be put in your place. Another offer from another seller. So you don't want that to happen, because you have worked hard, have paid a lot in advertising to get to that place in search. So you want to plan your inventory in a way that, before you go out of stock, you have the next lot replenishment coming in on time in FBA, so that you don't go out of stock and you don't lose your sales rank. These 4 steps are sort of a rinse and repeat thing, where you find a product, you fulfill that demand, you stay on page 1, and you keep repeating it till you find a winning product where you are the leader in that niche. And then what you need to do is you have to create a brand and a set of complementary products around that winning product, be it a homeware product, a kitchen utensil, a garden tool, a fashion product, whatever it is, whatever niche you find a winning product in that you are winning most orders for, and there is not enough competition, you can create a good brand around it. and that will form the basis of your Amazon long-term business. And you scale up, keep looking for products until you find the one that is doing well in your product portfolio, and then you start creating a brand around that product, because then you don't just want to keep trying products, but you want to consolidate your position as the leader in that niche. You want people to remember that you are the #1 brand on Amazon for that type of product. That's the game. Because to scale up further from there on Amazon, to fight competition, to fight hijackers, to build more authority, you need to have a brand. And I will explain in just a second how that goes, how you build brand, where can it take you in just a second. But first, let's talk about how you can find that winning product. How do you find that product idea, especially the winning product idea? How do you find that? Because your first product is not going to be the winning product idea. Let's just be real. It's not going to happen the first time, maybe not even the first 2-3 times. You're going to make some mistakes because you're new to business. It happens. So be realistic and be very frugal with how much you spend in inventory. You want to work with very small number of units because you are just establishing your account. You just want some feedbacks to come through. You just want to get some reviews on some products and just establish yourself as a new seller before you delve into a bigger product where it requires you to meet higher minimum order quantities and branding and all of that. So yes, now we're going to talk about how do you find that first winning product. So I have a couple of ideas written down, which when you download the workbook in the link below, you can read. But the gist of the whole thing is that you have to bring a fresh approach to finding product ideas or winning products, because Amazon is an established marketplace.
Everything from China is already on the marketplace.
So it's going to be very difficult for you as a new seller if you just keep following the same rules and expect different results. You want to think different products. You want to think that, okay, where am I based? What can I source locally? What are they making in my country? Is it tea? Is it, bedding? Soft toys? You really want to get creative and look at local sourcing options. If you don't want to work with local manufacturers, you can look at local wholesalers, open markets. You want to get an idea, what can I source easily locally? Depending on your region, depending on your location, try to find local suppliers. That's my first advice. Whatever your product idea is, wherever you have figured out that I can source locally, you want to establish demand. You want to establish the market size and the demand for these products on Amazon and figure that out. And for that, you need software. You need to use either Helium 10 or Jungle Scout. With Helium, you get the benefit of having a free version of their full software as a trial for a couple of days, which is good enough for product research purposes, I think. So either that or Jungle Scout. It's a fully paid, there's no free version of it, but Jungle Scout is a very popular app that people use for product research. So you can use either of them. If you just want to use one of them, it's up to you. I will leave the links in the description below, but it's very important that you use either one of these softwares or both together, because if you want to double check data, that's a good approach too. If you can handle looking at more data and not get overwhelmed by the amount of figures you're seeing, use both of them. Start with an idea, a trend that you see building up on the internet, you have been advertised to from other sellers on Instagram or anywhere on the internet. You see an ad for a certain thing that could be a trending product. You can go on Alibaba and see their hot new releases or hot sellers. They have a section on their website. You can look for product inspiration from there. If not, you can always go on Amazon's bestsellers on any of Amazon's marketplaces: India, UK, US, Dubai, UAE, and just see what is in the top 100 sellers on each category, and that will give you loads of ideas. And you want to have a list of evergreen products, which means a list of products that you find that are selling throughout the year. It could be things like, solar lights. Solar lights sell during the summer and winter for different purposes, but they sell throughout the year. So that's an example of an evergreen product. If you were to look for sourcing a seasonal product, the example of that could be, Christmas merchandise, Christmas jumpers, for example. That would be a seasonal product. So you want to be aware of these kind of things when you're looking for that winning product. That's going to get you like loads of momentum and, sales going. What type of product you're sourcing. Is it seasonal? Is it evergreen? That's very important. Listen to this carefully. You want to identify who is the leading brand in that niche. Whatever that category you have decided to research further into, you want to establish who is leading, who is getting more sales, why are they getting more sales. You want to research all those things and write them down that, okay, these are the things I'm going to have to either tackle or, have a differentiation point. So attract customer from their listing to yours. Another important thing to consider is what is your risk appetite? How much money are you going to put into inventory for your first product, for your second product, for your winning product? What are you willing to put in? You want to think about these things. If you are an international seller, then you have some limited options. You do have to send in a certain number of inventory for you to, justify the shipping cost to Amazon US or UK. But if you're a local seller based in UK and US and you're just starting new, you have an easier road to the market. Have that realization that to find that winning product is going to take some time and testing, and there will be some failures along the way. So if you don't have enough money to invest, you want to wait till you sign up to Amazon. You want to save some money first. You don't want to start your business and then run out of cash. That's not a good place to be, because for the first few months, maybe the first year, you might not be able to take any money out of the business. So you want to, think about those things, save some money, cash flow established before you start selling on Amazon or before you even think of ordering your first product. You want to lock those couple of things down first. This business takes, like they say, it takes money to make money. You have to replenish your inventory. You will have some fixed costs. You will have advertising expense that is like you won't be able to make any sales without advertising. So that's like a running cost. There will be setup costs. There will be some running costs, which we're going to go in detail just now. So you guys can go through this and think about it and make some notes. If you guys have any questions, drop some comments below and I will answer them. If you want to join my Facebook group, we can discuss it there. But let me know if I can help you figure these things out. If you made it this far, great. Give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys are getting this and you're liking it, and I can make more content on this topic. So give it a like. Thanks. The next part of this business plan is business basics. Most of you I know are new to business. You have never run a business before. There are some fixed costs to this business, and then there are other areas of business you want to really take care of and think about before you start selling on Amazon. So overall, it's investment and startup money, and then the product itself, then how you're going to market your business, how you're going to finance your business, where the money is coming in from, where is your money going to be spent on, and operations, how are you going to run this business, how are you fulfilling your orders, how are you doing customer service, are you going to hire people, is it going to be a team, or is it going to be a one-man show? How are you going to figure all this out? You want to take care and think overall about your Amazon business instead of just, I'm going to get some product, put it on Amazon, and then it starts that way. But if you don't have a system in place to take care of all these things, it can start overwhelming you. And what can happen is that your focus will move from, finding newer products into just, managing this chaos every day. The first part is the investment money. What is your starter budget? This investment money or your starter budget will be really spent on three things. You will have a fixed cost of, you're buying your first product, your inventory in. The second part of your budget should be spent on, Amazon fees, FBA prep, delivery to FBA's Amazon Center. These are basically the setup costs, what software you're going to be using to research Amazon products and all of that. And third, very important, running cost, which is Amazon advertising.
I don't want to discourage or overwhelm anybody with this, but you are not going to get any sale without advertising on Amazon.
There is, pretty much no organic way that can beat advertising. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Because Amazon makes money off the sellers trying to advertise on Amazon, so they are going to make sure that if they're not making money, you're not making money. So unless you are a brand like Nike, which is high in demand, then you don't need to advertise. If you're a reseller of Nike, if that's the route you choose to take, then you won't need to advertise. That's the power of brand. The second part of the business basics is product. Your money will be spent on buying stock, branding, packaging. To win on Amazon, you have to consider trademarking in order to really establish yourself as a brand and, get access to things like brand analytics and other features, that come with brand registry, which do help you tackling competition on Amazon. The cost of registering a trademark and creating a brand and registering that and all of that will cost you a little bit to do it yourself. It will cost you more if you hire an agency, somebody else to do it for you, basically. It's going to cost you a bit more. And you don't stand a chance without it in the long run. To scale up on Amazon, you need these things, you need these tools. The next part is marketing. You need to have an Amazon brand store, and for that you need to trademark and do brand registry. So it sort of goes hand in hand. You need to be doing Amazon advertising, essential cost, part of the marketing plan. It's optional to have a Shopify store because when you're acting like a brand on Amazon, there is a high chance that people will go and look up your brand on Google, and you want to have a brand website because you are a private label, you are a brand, and why wouldn't you want to filter customer out of Amazon's platform and onto your Shopify store where you get to keep most of the profits. It's not a startup cost. I wouldn't recommend starting it straight away, but in 6 months, in a year's time, you have to have a Shopify store for your Amazon private label brand. The rest, social media stuff, is optional. You can have an Instagram page to help market and drive traffic to your Amazon product page or your Shopify page. Facebook group, email list, it's all optional. It's good to have an email list because then you can start marketing directly to those people. Now, finance is the part of the business where how are you going to finance this business? You want to think about the sources for that. Your product will take some time to establish on Amazon. It's not going to start selling straight away because you're a new seller. You don't have any feedbacks, your account is not established, so you will only get a trickle down of just a couple of orders, but not a lot, even if you're advertising. So you need to sort of have funds to get through that time, to see you through that first few months. So you need finance for that. And then you want to sort of set your goals about that. Okay, I want to make this much in the first quarter, and then you want to make those marketing efforts that we just talked about to achieve those goals, and so on and so forth. You can have weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly goals. So this is like an important thing to consider and keep in mind. Make 100k on Amazon, you might need to spend 85k overall to make that money. It will cost money to make that money, and the difference of those two things is your profit, and that's what you take home. So pace yourself. So whatever your revenue goals are for the first year, just remember that, you would be lucky if you can break even in the first year. And if you can turn a profit, you are doing really well. Even if it's a small profit margin of like 10% or 5%, consider yourself lucky, because it's so competitive on Amazon that, you know, to be able to turn a profit that quickly, being a new seller, it's great. If you have a day job, make sure you carry on doing that day job, your other business, you know, so you can keep investing a little bit of money into this business as you go along. Next part of the business basics is operations. How are you going to fulfill the orders? How are you going to run your business? I know that FBA is very popular. Most people just want to do FBA. It seems hands off and everything, but just remember, if you are based in US or UK, you can save a lot of money by doing FBM. But if you are in a situation where you can't do it, then obviously you have to do FBA. So, you know, just think about it, make that decision, because when you do FBM, you are fulfilling orders yourself, but then you get to keep more money. So it's something to consider and work that into your, you know, product price. Another part of the operations is customer service. So Amazon will be doing your customer service emails and everything if you are doing FBA. If you're doing FBM, you're fulfilling orders yourself, then you have to do it yourself. The next part of the business is, you know, are you going to be hiring team members to take care of, you know, product research or building listings, creating images and graphics and all of that? Are you going to outsource this? Are you going to do it yourself? If you're going to outsource it, that's an additional cost you're bringing into business. Are you going to outsource your advertising to somebody else, you know, an Amazon ad expert is going to run your ads, or are you going to do it yourself? You can save money by doing it yourself. I have a lot of videos. I will link them in the description and in the cards above, which you can watch and learn how to create a great listing yourself, how to create great images using Canva. Link will be in the description. Yeah, so that's all the business basics. You want to, you know, think about these things. You can download this business plan. Link is in the description below. Use it as a workbook, create an action plan for yourself, you know, based on your region, your location, wherever you are, whatever products you're able to source. You know, really use it to think and challenge your, you know, limiting beliefs that are holding you back from making the start. And it's just a piece of document. I have just written down all the steps that I have taken and I consider, but you can improvise on that and, you know, try to bring some fresh thinking to it. What you don't want to do with this is just leave it somewhere on your laptop and never look at it again, and, you know, just read it once and then forget about it. You really want to like think about these things and, you know, think long term. Whole purpose of this document and this video talking to you guys is to inspire some fresh ideas on how to start your business on Amazon in 2020. It's very competitive on Amazon. Everybody knows about it, but there is still money to be made, and how you're going to do it. We need new sellers with new approach. Now, the last thing, how do you scale up? You found your first winning product. The next thing is, how do you get to the next level? How do you get to the level of where I am? I have multiple products. I have multiple brands. I am doing a revenue in 6 figures consistently on this platform, even though it's not a walk in the park. It's not easy, but we're doing it. So I'm going to take you to my screen now, and I want to explain this little flow chart that I created, and it's based on evergreen and a seasonal product. And I just want to talk you through it. So let's get to that. I was really going to explain the flow chart, but I thought this video is quite long. I've given a lot of information already. If you guys are finding this information useful, please post a comment below saying you want the second part. The more people post this comment, I will know that I need to do the second part, and you guys really are taking this information in and finding it useful. So that's what you need to do. Go ahead, post that comment. I hope that made sense and you guys enjoyed it. I wrote this business plan a long time ago. It's been a few months, but I have never really shared it before. I've shared it with my email list and I had a really great response and people really liked it. So I thought, well, it's time I share it with the wider community. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What are your questions? Email me, join the Facebook group, you know, talk to me, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I think that's it. That's how I have scaled my business over the years. I have shared my process with you guys. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I will see you guys next week. Bye. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Sunny Lanaduzzi. I learned how to write a business plan from her, even though I have a business degree, and I just wanted to tell you guys this.